A common question asked of us is, what can my athlete do at home to facilitate some strength and some basic athleticism regardless of sports? And here today with me is my son Sean to go through 5 great overall activities to build some strength and athleticism. First one is a pull-up or a chin-up here. So Sean here can do a full chin-up on his own, because he's part monkey. But now for most young athletes, that's probably not going to be the case. So what we can do is get a closed loop band, put it around their foot, attach it to their bar, help take up some of their body weight, and then go to town. I think pound for pound, pull-ups, chin-ups, one of the best things you can do overall. After that, come on down here. Let's go over here. Let's drop into a perfect push-up position. Sean, let's have you doing that, buddy, so we'll go across the camera. We'll go this way. So a perfect push-up right here is going to be at the very top of the position, butt tight, braced in through here. He's going to do a push-up with his elbows down, right towards his rib cage, and push the ground away. We don't need to drop chest to the floor, which is bad for the shoulders, much like a bench press does too. Glutes tight, braced. Right through there is our perfect spot. Now from here, let's do some bear crawling. You can relax. Bear crawling you probably have seen in our other videos is good for a dynamic warm-up. It's also with the younger ages just a good overall conditioning because let's face it, most kids aren't climbing trees and having fun anymore outside. So bear crawl. Let's have you head a little bit that way. There you go. Now I like putting a dowel rod on here. You may have seen this with a safety cone, just so they have to respect the fact the low back has to be stabilized. Go ahead, buddy. Just kind of crawl out. And it also makes them go slower here too, because he realizes there's a stability game here to be played. And then make it fun. Have it for points. How far can you go? Can you get to a cone? Can you get to a certain finish line? Really good. Now, after that, basic gymnastics is good too. Let's do an air squat. So an air squat, we have Sean moving with his hands going from cheek to cheek, right? Because how many cheeks do we have?
2.
How many?
2.
How many?
2 sets.
2 sets, there it is, right? 2 in the front, 2 in the back. So let's say you do that air squat going from set 1 to set 2, right back up. Now, if you're doing that, we should have our feet flatter, weight on our heels, and our knees should stay in between our hips and our feet. Yeah, no collapse in. It's good. Let's see what that looks like. Good. So just basic air squats. Now, we have them doing the hands this way for a couple of reasons. For our younger, let's say, combative athletes, our football players, our soccer players, we're kind of getting ready to doing some of our basic drills anyway. With our other athletes, though, it's also the setup for our jumping. So let's see you go from that into a vertical jump, high as you can. And then land like a ninja, and like a ninja. There you go, right? Now let's take that and face it that way into a broad jump. Same setup, big jump. There you go, too. So here's a few things your young athletes, from 10 years old on and above, can start doing to build in that underlying athleticism, that strength, that stability, and keep them out of trouble going forward. Give them a try.